What's going on, y'all? Hope you've been living right. Well, here we are, 6 sacks challenge time. I'm on a body of water that I have no experience in on the dog days of summer. Yeah, fishing with a bunch of baits that I have no experience fishing with or confidence at all fishing with. So this should be a fun day. I'm real excited to do it, but it is the July 6 sack that we're gonna fish with today. And yeah, we'll go ahead and break into it. First up, what comes in the sack is the spinnerbait trailer hooks. I've never used a trailer hook because I throw spinnerbaits into wood and stuff and the trailer hook will get snagged up. So if you're getting short strikes and stuff, they got tackle to attach to your spinnerbait and catch those fish that are just short striking or nipping. To go with that is actually a spinnerbait from 6 Sense. This is a Shad Pro, more of a white with a little bit of glitter and stuff at 1/4 ounce. We got a lot of laydowns in here. We got a lot of docks. We got a bridge here. So we'll throw this around. There are shad in this lake. I believe this will get bit, and smallmouth and largemouth love spinnerbaits. So this should be interesting.
I can't believe this spinnerbait won't get popped up here. There we go, there we go. There we go. Next to the dock. Little, oh, that's another smallie. Not a bad little smallie. Actually, well, I mean, it's small smallie, but yeah, he's the biggest one so far. All right, well, that's promising. And now my line went through the split ring. Just take it and pop it pretty steadily. We'll try to, I mean, it's 1/4 ounce. We want to work it fast, but we want attention, so we're just gonna reel and keep popping it. Uh-oh, I think I snagged a limb perfectly in there. I see where I hung. Dang it. There we go. Little guy, little smallie. Calm down, dude. Ouch. Little smallie, top of the tree, spinnerbait. Exactly where we wanted them to be.
Up next, the Quake 80 Suspending. This is in Brown-Eyed Special. I have no experience with the Quake 80, especially the Suspending, so this will be interesting. Red works great on this body of water during the pre-spawn. Why not July? No one says grab red during the dog days of summer or the summer months. It's gotta work, right? If they bite it one time of the year, they gotta bite it all year, really, my opinion.
There we go. We got a fish. Finally. Little guy on the lipless. A little smallie too. Little smallie. Hold still, buddy. You're too small for me to grab with my hands on those hooks. Bass number 1. Ooh, that was something. There we go, there we go, we got one. We got one out on this edge. Feels a little better than the rest. Oh yeah, there we go. Nice bass. Nice bass on the lipless. Should have my net out. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. That's what we're looking for today. That is what we're looking for. Hell yeah. Thank you, buddy. There we go. Got him. Let's try a weight. Let's get some weight set up today. Y'all can't see nothing on the big camera, but little camera, he's bleeding like a sib from his lip. There we go. Let's get a quick weight on him. I mean, he is kind of bleeding a little bit just from his lip. 2 pounds, 6 ounces. I will take that. Thank you, buddy. I got bumped once and then I came back through or kept reeling, and he hit it. He freaking smoked it.
The hybrid Swimcrank dives 1 to 3 foot, and this is in ghost bone minnow. No experience with this. I don't know where I'm going to work it, how I'm going to work it, but I believe I work it just like a shallow water crankbait. Something different that these fish ain't seen. I have no confidence in, don't know how to work it. We're going to give it a shot.
Let's switch over to this. See if we can't. Oh, there we go. Immediate. He's a little guy though. Little booger. Let's do, buddy. We'll get you unhooked. Later. Little guy on the speed crank. I think that's what it's called. I don't remember. A little tree top there. He hit it right on top of it. Another one. School of little guys over here. These are the bass that give you problems. Ruin your day real quick. These little bass seem to be stacked up on this point though. 3 little bass with a decent sized bait. I mean, they're all about the same size as it. And there's another one. Jesus. Definitely don't want to throw the hover rig up in there. Still, buddy, I'll be upset you put a hook in me. They're eating it the right way, but they ain't much bigger than the bait. You can't catch them all if you don't catch them small, as some other YouTuber says. Forgot who it says that. Oh, there we go. That's a, I thought it was a nice one. I think it's a smallie. It was. That is a smallie. He hit it out here. That was my first smallie on one of these. That was a nice dark smallie too. Little guy though. Huge different in the way they fight. Huge. There we go. We got a fish right there. Not a bad one either. I think it's a smallie. First smallie on the speed crank. Oh yeah, nice one. Oh, and he spit it. He just had that back treble. Dang it. That was a nice little 2-pounder at least. Second smallie on the, well, second decent smallie on the day. Yeah, and he just nipped the back of this thing. So they're kind of in a negative mood today. That was cool. Sucks I didn't get them in the boat, but nevertheless it was still a fish on the speed crank, and it was a decent one too. I'll take it. I will take it. There we go. There we go. Another fish right there. Little largie. See, they're just nipping the tail end of it, and they're just getting the back treble. So they're not full-blown smacking this thing. Oops. Hey, you knocked me off spot lock. How dare you? Little like 1-pounder. we got a little something out here. Right here. What the hell? I don't think he's too big. He's not. Little guy up shallow. I mean, the bait catches fish. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you, buddy. This bait does catch fish. Doesn't catch many big ones right now, but it does catch fish. There we go, there we go. That's a nice fish right there. That's a nice fish right there. It's a smallie? Yeah. That is a nice smallie right there. Hell yeah. On the speed crank. Oh God, he is working me good. Come on, buddy. I don't want you to jump off. There he is. Oh no. Oh. My line snapped on the boat flip. He's a big one. He is a nice freaking bass. Smallie on that's speed crank or whatever it is. Hell yes. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. Not a horrible bass at all. By no means. He crushed the hell out of it. That was fun. Bites are few and far between, and they're just nipping the back of it. Thank you, buddy. Oh, that was freaking awesome. Buried the hook into my carpet, or he did. If it wasn't for that, he went out the boat with my lure.
Next is a new release or early release from 6th Sense in the 6 sack, I believe. I haven't seen these for sale online, and that is the Ozzies. These are basically a juggle minnow with a crease in it, I believe. If I am saying that, thinking that correctly, allow that tail to move a lot more freer. It has the juggle profile, looks like a juggle to me, just has that little crease in it to allow more tail movement. We're gonna fish this in a way that I've never fished. We're gonna try a hover rig. For the simple fact is, I want to try it on offshore structure. I wanna see if I can't scope a fish, so to say. I've never done it. It'd be neat to try, but the hover rig would work phenomenal around all these docks. I can keep it above some wood that is submerged under here, some laydowns, and I can still cast it underneath laydowns, or overhangs and stuff, and or underneath docks. So I think that'd be the way to go.
There we go. I got a fish on the hover rig, little guy. You can't count these little peckerheads. But it is another little smallie. Helps me gain a little confidence in that hover rig though. There he is. Oops. Sorry, bud. Thank you. Let's go with the hover rig yet again. There we go. I saw some fish sitting there, and he hit that bait, hit the hover rig pretty quick. There we are on the hover rig. I'll just spot lock here. They're hitting us. They're hitting baits at the on crankbaits on the back end, but they nail. As soon as I casted that in there, this little 1.5-pounder ate it on the drop. I just saw him on live imaging sitting there. Come on, dude, hold still, hold still. 2.3, 2.4. Not bad. Little guy. Hell yeah. On the hover. Ooh, that was in my glasses too. There's a couple of them sitting on the edge of this rock pile out here. And that's why I hooked the smallie and got that one largie. I'm still not a fan of fishing this way. I mean, I'm not using it. I'm not throwing out there and watching my bait fall and trying to keep it in front of them with the live imaging. I just saw them sitting there. Take it for what it's worth, and, you know, take it how you want, I guess. Alright, get that popped in there like so. Yeah, it's not straight down the center. I could do better if I tried. The downside of fishing a hover rig style is those fish can fling that bait off and you start going through nail weights like crazy. I think I'm using 3/32. Nothing too heavy, but nothing too light either. It might be a 1/16 ounce. Get it and just smash it on in there so it stays. Here we go. We'll try it again. Just fan cast this in all that grass and see if we can't get it bit. I know, the big old smallie might grab it. It is getting warm. There we go, there we go. On the hover rig. That's a decent bass on the hover rig too. Or is it a drum? Oh, it's a nice smallie. It's exactly what it is. I called that. Oh, that'd been awesome. That is awesome. That is a nice smallie. Oops. All right, let's get the net out. I think we got a 4-pound smallie. Hopefully he doesn't shake me. I was not. I just fan casting that out there in that grass and working it back slow, and he was hiding in that grass. There we go. Nice smallie out here in the freaking grass. Hell yeah, on a hover rig of all baits. I mean, I guess a lot of people use them. I just don't have confidence in it. There it is, right there. Let's get the big camera fired back up and going. He's not 4 pounds. He would be 4 pounds if it was spring and filled out. All right, first smallie into the boat right there. Nice one on the hover rig. Just fan casting out over all this grass, and he hit it. 3 pounds, 4 ounce, 3 pounds, 3 ounce, 3 ounce, 3 pounds, 3 ounces. That's bass number 4. It's a nice smallie. Hell yeah. Thank you, buddy. Oops. Yeah, I think that might be the thing. We'll make a couple more casts with that hover rig. Spinnerbait, nothing. The other speed crank, I saw I had a follow behind it and got a little guy. Their fish seem to be in a negative feeding mood for the most part today. Not a hover rig fan, but I tell you what, makes you think twice about it. That is for sure.
And then last but not least, we have the old 6-inch trace. Now we'll go ahead and pull this one on out, or I'll show it to you. This is in the thread fin, or chrome thread fin shad. Beautiful color. There are shad in this lake. There are gizzard shad in this lake. There's all kinds of stuff in this lake. Ton of confidence with this thing. This is the only thing in this sack that I have confidence in. And my goal is to smash a nice smallie on that, 3+ pounder on that. That would be phenomenal. Smallmouth love swim baits. They will attack them, but sometimes they just don't get the hook. And yeah, I just can't wait to fish with that.
There we go, there we go. I don't know what it is, but it's a fish. Oh, that's a nice little largie. Nice largie, actually. On the trace, now we're getting up in good quality size. 6-inch trace at Burning Shoreline. Produced a solid 3-pound bass. Solid 3-pound bass. I don't feel like getting my hooks in me. Use some pliers. Hell yeah. On that trace. Solid 2.5. He's got a plump belly on him. Bass number 2 that we're weighing. 2 pounds, 15 ounces, 3-pounder. Let's go ahead and get it close to it. God, that's got me in like 5.5 pounds. Hell yeah, nice on that trace. Later, bud. He's sitting up there kind of shallow. Hell yeah. Oh, we got another one, I watched him boil up on it. Oh, he's running at me, he's running at me, he's running at me, he's running at me. Oh, yeah, that's why. Jesus, a little small there, bud. A little small for that bait. Hurry up and get you back, you're bleeding. Later, bud.
All right, fishing baits that I have zero confidence in or knowledge of how to use on a body of water that I don't fish this time of year, I think turned out pretty damn good. As it goes for the sack, I caught a fish on every lure, even with the fish being completely turned off for the most part. They were just grabbing that back treble on all my moving baits, and even the Ozzie, when I casted it out and I got those 2 fish, I didn't even feel the thump. I didn't see my line jump, nothing. I just had weight. Yeah, that's saying a lot. It was a tough day of fishing. It is like 12:30 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. If you have already subscribed, trying to hit 5,000 subscribers. So send this video to somebody. Hopefully it can take off. Hopefully I can take off, all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm hot, I'm tired, and I got an edited video before I go to work. So till next time, y'all, keep living right.